Ladies and gentlemen, special guests and our very valued sponsors, welcome to the third Bunbury Geographe Sports Awards for 2025, including the prestigious AJ2 Buswell Sports Star of the Year presentation. We're not only live here tonight at Breck, but we're also streaming the show to all those at home and abroad dialing in to watch. Tonight we celebrate not only the very best in regional sport, but we also pay tribute to the Indigenous sportsmen and women that have played a part in the success of sport in your region. So, let's get the show started with a big welcome for tonight's MC. He's a collie boy at heart. You hear him and Alan Craney Crane each and every week covering sports across the region on SEN's On The Ball. And he just loves tinkering with all things electronics, especially cameras, live streams and audio discs. Please welcome Jared O'Brien.
Don't get an intro like that every time we do On The Ball, Craney, do we? Welcome everyone and good evening. Great to see you all here under one roof, whether you're an athlete, a coach, a volunteer, sponsor. Great to have our officials and all the families and fans that follow along as well. Welcome to the Bunbury Geographe Sports Awards. Great to have you on board. I'd first like to welcome some of our special guests sitting down on the front. He had the Honourable Don Punch, member for Bunbury. Welcome along, Don. Great to have you on board as always. The new Ben Small, federal member for Forest as well. Welcome, Ben. Great to have you on board. Didn't have to come very far, just down the road. So that was fantastic for both of you. And of course, a special mention to the Honourable Nola Marino, who's been a big part of these awards over the years as well. It's great to have her in the room with us tonight. It's such a brilliant sight to have the sporting community under one roof. This event just isn't about the medals, trophies and titles. It's about recognising the passion and the commitment and the extraordinary efforts of what sport means to us right across the community of all the regions, whether it be football, netball, swimming, hockey, boxing, athletics, or my favourite, pickleball. It's a new sport that I'm going to be taking up. I know there's a heap of pickleballers here tonight. Great to have you all on board as well. And obviously we're here to celebrate some of the great achievements across the last year and across the careers of all these fantastic nominees, whether it be you're out there in the canteen cooking the sausages, or you might be coaching, or you might be out there doing the work yourself, playing on the field or on the track. It's great to have everyone here tonight. I would like to just do a few housekeepings first as well. Of course, toilets out the door to the right, pretty easy. If there is an evacuation in the unlikely event, I've always wanted to do that. In the unlikely event, the exits are here, here and here. I've never done it, but one day I will. Follow the PA announcements and all the Breck staff as well. And a huge shout out to Breck as well for hosting us tonight. It's great to have this fantastic venue here in Bunbury. And let's get before. Actually, you might see the QR codes on your table and you might be wondering, what are they? So if you've got some friends and family at home that you want to send the web address to where we're streaming on YouTube tonight, you can scan that, flick it off to your friends. They can watch it and see how the night rolls out. And of course, if you do want to rewatch it, it'll be up on the City of Bunbury's YouTube as well. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome the Mayor of Bunbury. Sorry, wrong one. Let's go. Let's do our welcome to country first. Let's welcome Dennis Jetta up onto the stage.
Good evening. Good evening. Thought there was nobody here. I'm going to give a bit of a speech that I always do before I give welcome to country. And I always do it in English and Nyungar because if I speak Nyungar, you probably wouldn't understand me anyways. So I'll just do the little speech first. It's making things right together. My name is Dennis Philip Jetta, and I'm a Nyungar man in the Wadandi Binjarab country. I feel privileged to stand here today, and as I'm looking out over the country, it's saying to me that our Nyungar culture and our Nyungar people are finally beginning to be recognised as being a vital part of our community today, because I see that there's a challenge to all Australians, individuals, families, communities, organisations and government to be brave and to tackle the unfinished business of reconciliation so that we can make a change for the benefit of all Australians. Yeah, we cannot do it alone, but collectively as one united Australia, as one united people, despite cultural differences, despite racial differences, we can do it together. We can change our communities in our country, in our regions, both locally and nationally, and most importantly, we can demonstrate to the whole world that we are a people with a culture that demands a common component of mankind, which is the ability to love, trust and respect. So we ought to stand united, and I want to encourage all people today to be like the tree. As we see in the bushfire, in the middle of a bushfire, the leaves are scorched and the tough bark is scarred and burnt. But inside that tree, the sap is still flowing, and under the ground, the roots are still strong. So like that tree, we've endured the flames and we still have the power to be reborn. And here I call upon all of us, each and every one of us together, to allow that tree to become green again, to have fruit and to prosper, as we cannot do it ourselves. We also need to have faith in the future generations of our people and governments to do the right thing and to carry out the correct steps to assist us all in retaining our dignity as Australian people, and to have faith in the many caring Australian people who wish to see justice, care and compassion finally rewarded to the original caretakers of this great country of ours. However, if we can allow the power of love to defeat the love of power, this world would be a better place to live in. I'll do the welcome to country now. Kayangan Quelling. Hello, my name is Dennis Jetto. I would like to begin by saying that our old people used to say that there are places where you'll find serenity, where you'll find a sense of belonging. And nija ngan nedigas buja ngan maman ngunda kija balap nedigas kalak naat ban kulun kuragay ngan kulun jingyay. So this is to say that this is my traditional land. My great-grandfather was born in Australind in 1841, and his ancestors lived in this country before that. Where they walked before, now I'm walking with my children and their children here today. Ngan wankin, nyalak yuel kul, yay kalijing ngalap balap, nyunga buja, ngayu, ngan, yaking yining. I'd like to say that we've come here today acknowledging and understanding that this is Nyunga country that you and I are standing and sitting on today. Yay ngalak yuel kul balang, Myers, ngalak balang, balang kundam benang. Today we come from many places and we share many dreams for tomorrow. Ngan jurupin, nunakorin, yuel kul, wonkin, ngalang murich, nyunga buja. I'm happy that you've all come here to our beautiful Nyunga country. Nyunga maman, ngan mukin wanju, nunakarin, nija yay, Nyunga yogas, ngalang, nija yay, Nyunga buja. So as a Nyunga elder, I'd like to welcome you all here today, and a special welcome to you, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, to the City of Bunbury Sports Awards night here tonight, and welcome to our Nyunga country. Kujangan nerigas, dabakan kulin buja, yay Nyunga wajala murt, yuel kul, kulin nija buja kan. A long time ago, our Nyunga people walked this land alone, but today we all walk this country as one. Murit Jinjin, Ngalang Nyunga Buja, Kalyakul Alachamayu. May the good spirit of our Nyunga country continue to look out over you here tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dennis. And now I'd like to welcome the Mayor of Bunbury, Jason McGill. Welcome up, Jason.
Thank you, Jared, and special thanks to Jared for helping us out the night. We caught up for our regular catch-up a couple of days ago and chatting about how this was going to go, and I said, I'm not sure, you're the MC, aren't you? And yeah, he wasn't aware of that, so he's been making some notes the last couple of days, and I'm sure he's going to do an amazing job. He started well so far. I just want to draw back to where we got to, how this awards night came about and where we're at. So the two trophies, well, certainly this trophy, that one not, that's only about 2 weeks old, but this one and the one out there are awards that have been running for over 50 years within the city. Obviously, our Sports Star of the Year award and our Junior Sports Star of the Year award. So a huge amount of history in those both awards. some Olympians, Australian representatives, some both young people and older people who have gone on to do incredible things in representing our area and our beautiful southwest. So 4 years ago when I became mayor, and I remember we had this little thing called COVID, some people may remember that, we had the Sports Star of the Year award, and we had to delay it a couple of times, and it was young Brady Hoff from the West Coast Eagles who won that award that year. And we had the award ceremony in our function room, and there's about 9 or 8 people there, so most of them being elected members. And it was a thought there about going that this is our most prestigious sports award, and obviously it deserves a bit more than what we have there. And there had been, and that's not to say it hadn't been, had been a good awards night or award ceremony within the function space, but it was always 2 separate awards. Always very difficult to get the winners there because, as we know, we've got some representatives and some of the finalists tonight who are all over the world representing us. So always difficult to get them. So we thought, how about bringing this awards night together as one between the 2 awards, but not only recognising those incredible athletes and incredible talent that we have, but the people that also get them there. And that's our coaches and that's our umpires, that's our volunteers and the other awards that we'll see. That's the events that get there and the team. So that's how that come about, and that's why we decided to run this three years ago as the first year. And on behalf of myself and Councillor Gassop here and Councillor Turner and our CEO are here, and the City of Bunbury, we decided let's look at doing something about this. And that's how it come about. So we spoke to our neighbouring shires, and I'd like to acknowledge Shire President Michelle here and Tyrrell and Deputy Shire President from Capel, Sebastian. I'm glad they're here because been a bit of news in the ABC this week. Comments that were made a few months ago. So I'm glad you guys still come. Well, hopefully we're still friends. Haven't spoken to them just yet. But look, it is about obviously the city itself, but our surrounding shires around. We know that whether you're an athlete in Harvey or in Capel or in Donnybrook or Collie, we're all utilising this area. We're all participating in services all over this great southwest. So we need to recognise them. So it's great that the Shires came on board and supported us. We obviously got some great support from our sponsors, and I would like to acknowledge the Miles family who did sponsor the Junior Award for an incredibly long time, as does the Buswell family with the Sports Star of the Year, but they chose that that's not something that they no longer would sponsor, and SEN have come on board with this beautiful no trophy. So that was the history of how we got to this position. It's something we're very proud to be part of. The first awards night, I was about 12 hours old with a newborn, so that was very difficult in the first year. And then last year, awards night, we had a pretty nasty tornado go through with us. So there's been some interesting years the first 2 years. So far tonight, besides a couple of late illnesses, so far so good. But it wouldn't come about without the huge support from Dee, who's standing right here. Please, huge round of applause for Dee. Samantha, who's sitting next to her, who also was part of this the year before. Huge round of applause, Samantha. And Dee, we've been running this for 3 years. Each year after the event, about a month later, my EA has quit. So please don't do that to me. It's so far it's a bit of a difficult there, but Dee, please stay. Obviously, all the City of Bunbury and the different sport and rec teams from around the shires to get the nominations in. We had, I understand, the most nominations this year that we've received in any time period. So we did extend that a bit. This awards night was initially going to be happening earlier, but with some major events happening, and they're worth touching on. Obviously, we had what we talk about is having the pathways for our juniors and pathways for our athletes. So now to see some major events, obviously with the AFL and the Tildas in recent time, that's giving the opportunities for our people to see what can happen in their stars in action. And after seeing Brady down there playing, obviously, and seeing him 4 years ago when I presented the award and felt a fair bit bigger than him, well, he's looking pretty fit these days, that's for sure. So it's great to do that. We have Josh Risdon back here, who we'll hear from later on, as a former winner of both awards, I understand. I'm sure he'll tell us all about that later, but good to have you back in town, Josh. So it's going to be a great evening. I'd very much look forward to it. As I leave you, what I would like to acknowledge, and I recognise I didn't acknowledge the traditional owners, but this is because we're about to show a bit of a piece that we've got. It is NAIDOC week this week, and as we know, our Indigenous athletes across the southwest have made a significant contribution to the sport or their chosen sports. So we thought it was great to tie in NAIDOC week with this, and we have a bit of a film to showcase some of our local talent. So I'll leave you with that, and please enjoy a very short film. Thank you.
theme of this year's NAIDOC Week is the next generation.
Showing how much skill we have and just showing what we can do, you know, and impressing people and hopefully for us to be noticeable.
My name is Candice Hart. I grew up in Bunbury. I'm a Noongar Wadandi woman. Obviously grew up here, married here, raised a family here.
Basil Hart, grew up in Bunbury, born in Bunbury. I've been here all my life. Noongar Wadandi boy from down there, yeah.
Yeah, my name's Kays McGeady. I've been playing footy since free ball, back in for North Beach.
Noongar culture has been a big part of me and my footy. Obviously, I have big role models in footy that have been, you know, Indigenous players, so Sirioli, Cosy Pickett, Adam Goods. It's taught me a lot seeing them be, you know, proud and about their culture and stand for what they stand for in footy. So when I started my journey, obviously played Oz kick. When I was little, 6 years old, I ended up playing my first footy game here on this oval. So yeah, this holds some memories here.
Yeah, I've seen Basil Hart since year 3, playing footy with our team, well, with my son and stuff as well. And from there, he just, wow, insane, crazy player, just no fear.
This year, I got into 18 internationals, which is going to be a pretty big year with draft coming up in November.
You want to shout top of your lungs, like, yes, you did it, good job. Then you like get a bit emotional because you see how far he's worked to get to this point.
What I love about sports in the Southwest is everyone gets to be free, sort of thing, you know, like hopefully they continue to keep doing it, you know, as long as that, you know, keeps them out of trouble.
So the advice I give to the young Indigenous generation coming to town is just say, if you've got sport, no matter what, if it's footy, basketball, level, or any hobby you love, just make sure you keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, you've got family there with you all the time. Until
you've been through it and you've watched your kid work so hard to get where he wants to be, yeah, you're just proud, and the smile on my face, like sometimes I just can't wipe it off. I'm like, yeah, that's my son.
Such a great video, and thanks to everyone who put that together for tonight's event. Our food service will start very soon, so keep your eyes out. We're going to continue to roll through during the food service, so enjoy your meals while we get our awards underway. And it's now time to welcome up the event of the year. Thanks to Shire of Harvey, and Michelle Campbell, the Shire President, will join us up on stage to have a couple of words, and we'll present a winner.
Thank you, Jared. Once again, good evening, everybody. Lovely to be here again. And once again, the Shire of Harvey is really proud to continue its strong support for sport and recreation across our region, and of course our friendly neighbouring regions as well. The Shire of Harvey is once again really honoured to support the Bunbury Geographe Sports Awards. And can I please pass on our congratulations to all of those that were nominated across the board this evening, and particularly well done to the finalists. So, Jared, off we go. You're reading them out?
I'll read them out for you, Michelle. Yes, all righty. Let's get into our event of the year. Finalists brought to you by the Shire of Harvey. And our first finalist is the Bunbury Swimming Club. Pickleball Bunbury, and Taekwondo Central. If they can all come up on the stage, a representative from each of those events, and we'll have a quick word to a couple of them if they come up. Looks like pickleball is going to be first. It's a race. Alrighty, Rob was the first to make it up, so we'll go with you, Rob. Rob, pickleball's getting absolutely massive at the moment, and a big event on this weekend at the Eaton Rec Centre as well.
We do. Anybody want to watch the Southwest beat the Perths? We're going to be out there this weekend, and Saturday and Sunday we'll be out at the Eaton Rec Centre, so come and join us. It's awesome. You'll get to see what pickleball's all about, and good opportunity for everybody to be, maybe, who knows, you want to come join us after that.
And rumour has it that it goes right from juniors, and there's 70 or 80-year-olds playing this weekend as well, so it's a sport for all ages.
Exactly right, yes. We got plus, you got 60 plus, 70 plus, and I mean, it's awesome just to see all these people going out and how proud they are, and the effort they put into it, so it's really awesome.
Awesome stuff, thank you. Good luck tonight. Andrew from the Bunbury Swimming Club. Andrew, obviously got a great facility out there here in Bunbury. What a great place to be, and a big club as well.
Yeah, and I just wanted to give a shout out to the staff, the great staff at the Southwest Sports Centre. Even though we've been nominated, we obviously can't run the event without that fantastic team. So they've been helping us for 50 years to run the event. So yeah, fantastic facilities there. So yeah, very grateful.
And obviously a season that runs most of the year round during school time. It always keeps you nice and busy.
Yeah, people think swimming's just a summer sport, but trust me, it's very busy all year round. So yeah, it keeps us busy.
Great stuff, and good luck tonight. And over to Taekwondo to round out our three finalists. Justin has joined us up on stage tonight. Justin, Taekwondo, tell us all about it.
It's an amazing martial art. I think with Taekwondo, it's got a strange transition with it where it mixes between art and sport, and we are very lucky individuals to be able to bounce back and forward as we need to between the two styles. But yeah, it's just been fantastic. It's changed my life, and I've met some amazing individuals trying to achieve what I want to achieve as well. So.
And a very strong junior coming into Taekwondo as well.
Yeah, it is mainly juniors that do it now. We found as the sport has progressed, we find there's more children that want to get into it. But a lot of it is to do with self-defence and learning to protect yourself. So, like I said, we have the art and the sport, and we've had a lot of success with people defending themselves in bad situations from what we teach as well. So, we're in a lucky position where we can sort of bounce back and forward between the two of them.
Fantastic. Put your hands together for all our Event of the Year finalists for tonight. And our winner for the Event of the Year, thanks to the Shire of Harvey, is Taekwondo Central. Put your hands together for Taekwondo Central. Well done again to Taekwondo Central, and Michelle's just been invited to join in with the Silver Dragons. So fantastic stuff. I'll pass it over to you for a couple of words on Taekwondo Central's behalf.
Thanks a lot. I'm very surprised. I was even surprised just to be nominated for it. But when I look back, it was a really nice thing, the person who did nominate me, which I still don't know who it is, but they managed to go past 25 years of what we've done. And you forget of all the things that your club can achieve in that time. I never thought, at the time I walked in the first time to teach Taekwondo, 6 individuals turned up there. I had no idea what it would grow into with training over 300 state champions, 100 Australian champions, 12 international world gold medalists, and then there's the other side, as I said, with the not so much a sport, but we've had 2 children that escaped real abduction attempts. We've had 1 woman that escaped in a self-defence situation in Croatia, and just a couple of years ago, I got a letter off one of the policemen who I've trained to be a black belt. He got attacked by a guy with a bottle, and he said that the stuff that we taught him, he was fine with it. He dealt with it really well, but looking back on all the awards that the club has achieved, I think one thing that needs to be said is I've had a lot of really strong people's shoulders to stand on. There's been some amazing individuals, and going back trying to work out who I wanted to invite to come here, just to be part of the experience, whether we won or we didn't win I didn't really mind. I just wanted these people to be here to share the experience with me. So with Jana Plunkett, Trinity Best, Annika Best, Melanie Borman, David Brown, Sky Marley, Rebecca Collis. Have I forgotten anyone? You got everybody? They're the team at the moment, and they're doing an amazing job because I am suffering from a couple of illnesses, so I can't get down there as often as I want to. These guys have stepped up every time that I've needed it, and I can honestly say I think the club would have closed down without these individuals. They're doing it. So, you know, from the bottom of my heart, guys, thank you. The club wouldn't have survived without you, so thank you very much. I really mean it. Thank you.
To Taekwondo Central for the event of the year, and thank you, Michelle, for coming up. I'll chat to you next week, Michelle, on there. Listen to us on SEN Spirit. Someone else that I talk to, got to give it a cheap plug, don't I? Someone else that I talk to quite regularly is coming up very soon as well, because before we do that, we're going to do the official of the year, and the Mayor of Bunbury will be up on behalf of Conno Gallardi, who can't be here tonight, so we'll welcome Jason back up onto the stage for the event of the year. Sorry, the official of the year, I should say. Do you want to have a couple of words?
Look, I wasn't sure I was presenting, but just on behalf of Conno, I do know very well, and for anyone who probably knows Conno, if you haven't spoken to him already, go and speak to him because he'll probably sponsor your club. So Outdoor World doing incredible work around supporting local clubs. So just obviously, I know he's got a family commitment tonight. He would love to be here, but yeah, Conno does amazing things in our community and supporting especially local sports. I know they did a $10,000 challenge recently, so won't mention who it's from because it was your competitor, Jared. But they did a great work in that space. But yeah, so on behalf of Conno, then I'm sure he's very, very proud to be announcing this award. Thanks, Jared.
Ooh, and our official of the year finalists are Jasmine White. Well done, Jasmine. I believe Jasmine's here tonight. She wants to come up on stage. And also, Scott Jones has been nominated as well. Put your hands together, Scott. Scott can't make it tonight. He's in Bali, of course, a buy in the Southwest Football League. Is Jasmine here? She's here. Raymond, you can come up as well. We're going to have a couple of words on. You can have a couple of words on Scott's behalf. Now, Jasmine, official is always a hard task at any level of sport. Can you tell us what got you into the official side of things?
I'm involved with the City of Bunbury Surf Lifesaving, so my kids joined. As a continuation of that is you need to have people that are involved at all levels, from coaches to age group managers to officials. Officiating is one of those roles that you are the middleman between a coach and a sporting organisation and parents, team managers. Once those people come into your area, then there's a big responsibility to promote a positive, fair environment. So I've continued through that because of its surf lifesaving. It's probably the only sport that exists in the world where its basis is not independent self-achievement. It's based on a community organisation that's there for patrolling. It's a community organisation. It's to help everybody on a beach. So it's a fantastic organisation to be involved with.
Fantastic, Jasmine, and well done on your finalists tonight. And unfortunately, as I said, Scott couldn't be here, so Ray is here on Scott's behalf. And Ray, you obviously, Scott is a big part of the Southwest Football League. You've been around it a long time as well, man. Would you have a couple of words on his behalf?
Yeah, certainly. On behalf of Scott, I'd like to congratulate all the winners tonight. Officials really don't receive a lot of recognition. I mean, normally abuse would be a particular way of Scott's upbringing, but to be nominated for the award and to recognise the people that are in the official side of things, there's always got to be somebody that does the dirty work. And I think whoever nominated Scott, I'd like to congratulate them and thank them very much on his behalf, but on behalf of all of the umpires and all of the officials in the whole lot of all of it, junior sport, and I go to junior sport most Saturdays. You can't do it without officials, so and I know that Scott is very disappointed that he's not here tonight. But anyway, I got a freebie on it, so I'm happy with that.
Fantastic. And let's announce our winner for the Official of the Year. Thanks to the team at Outdoor World. And our winner for this year is Scott Jones. Put your hands together for Scott. Now, we tried to get him by the pool, but instead we grabbed a video of him a little bit earlier in the week. So once the photos have taken place down here, we'll go to a message from Scott up on the screen.
Right, Scotty, firstly, congratulations, mate. Can't be with us today, over in Bali at the moment, but congratulations on winning the Outdoor World Umpire of the Year.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Official of the Year. Thank you to the nomination and also to Outdoor World and the Galati boys for putting the presentation together. And everyone that's involved, yeah, absolutely honoured.
So you got into umpiring in 2006, Scotty, I believe. How'd you get started? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I started well before that as a junior, trying to earn some extra pocket money, and then as life moved on, realised that my football career as a footballer probably wasn't going so far after a knee reconstruction. And then got really stuck into field umpiring in the southwest and enjoyed it and knew I was pretty good at it. So here we are some 20 years later.
20 years later and over 300 games. I'm sure you got a lot of memories in those. Favourite memory?
I do. I can't say I've got a favourite memory, but I must admit in the last probably 18 months to be able to umpire with my 14-year-old Joshua and my 9-year-old Jack is very special as a father.
Yeah, and we're talking the theme, obviously, this week we've been talking about next generation. So you see the boys carrying on the mantle, mate?
Absolutely, yeah, and so many younger ones and so many family members coming through the umpiring ranks. It is one big community, and you know, without umpires, there's no game. And I just love the respect that the players show us, and really enjoying umpiring women's football at the moment as well. Just to see the growth from the ladies has been phenomenal.
Yeah, great. You mentioned that around looking after young players and new umpires. It's something that's been a big part of your nomination, that you had done a lot with the juniors and obviously your kids now. Tell us about how that's evolved and seeing some new players or new umpires in the game.
Yeah, so it's amazing. I have an apprentice mechanic that works for us. He's got into umpiring, and I just love the growth that can come of it, and the growth in themselves as well, not just on the actual football oval, so coming out of their shell. Umpiring isn't for everybody. There is a craft to it, but with the right mentorship and guidance, we can turn these young kids into superstars moving forward.
Absolutely, mate. What about, surely over those three you would have had some very good players you've umpired. Is there a particular player that you remember, or a particular moment in a game that you just think this is something special to be part of?
The drawn grand final in 2010, I was on the bench at that stage, and that was a pretty good memory. And then one of the guys was away the next week, so I got to step up in to do, I think it was my first league grand final. So been lucky enough to do 9 league grand finals thus far, and maybe one again this year if we see how we go. But probably best player I think would be Brendan Tingy from HBL. I don't have any favourites, but I have a soft spot for the ruckman. I reckon the ruckman work their butts off all day and don't get the rewards or the accolades for what they do. And maybe even forwards as well. They kick a bag of goals and you don't realise they've kicked 10 and may not end up with a vote at the end of the day.
Well, you make those votes, Scotty, so you have to change that, mate. Obviously, anything you want to say to finish up here, Scotty?
This is a fantastic initiative for the Southwest and the region, so a shame I can't be there tonight. I hope all the award winners enjoy their night, and the Southwest and the city of Bunbury is the most beautiful spot in Australia to live, and we're so proud and lucky.
Thanks, Scotty.
Thanks,
Enjoy
Jace.
Bali, mate.
Cheers.
Well done to our Official of the Year, Scott Jones, and I hope he's enjoying his nice little break with the bye in the Southwest Football League this weekend. He'll be back into it next week for round 15. Let's welcome up onto the stage to talk about our Team of the Year, and that is sponsored by the Shire of Dardanup. The Shire President, Tyrrell Gardner, will join me now up on stage.
Yeah, thanks, Jared, and good to see you instead of at the other end of the phone. And congratulations, Jason, and pulling it all together. All award nominees and winners. Congratulations to yourselves and the sponsors that also contribute and make it all possible. Are you reading the? Actually, we've got the team award. So, as a sportsman, I wasn't really one of note, so I'm really rapt that I get to do the team award. Average sportsman, but you still get to enjoy a bit of success when you've got those around you that just help you make that level at the end of the year and have a win. So, so we've got the team award and we've got 3 teams nominated, and I've got them in my book here. We've got South Bunbury Football Club, Pickleball Bunbury, and just another plug for that big comp you've got this weekend, but noting that if you are winners, you do need to go home immediately after the event because you've got sport to play tomorrow, and Bunbury Surf Lifesaving Youth Sports Team.
We'll grab a chat with Nikki, of course, the president of South Bunbury first. Nikki, a great year last year for South Bunbury, went through undefeated, won the grand final as well. I remember seeing the smile on your face at the end of that grand final. How did you see the season for you last year and into this year as well?
Oh, look, I think last year was an interesting season for us. Everything's always pretty busy, but it was very cool to see two teams come through in the end. It was fantastic to see the reserves come in as well. So I think for us, I don't think we thought it was going to happen the way that it did. So we were super stoked to see the end result.
And this year, especially in the league side, sitting second at the moment, chasing Bustleton. How are you seeing and how's the coaches and players feeling about season 2025?
Look, I think it's been an interesting season for us thus far. There's been a few interruptions in terms of AFL, Matildas, etc. Fantastic to have such fantastic events in Bunbury, but for us on the flip side, there is a bit of pain in terms of not being able to be at home, etc. But we're very happy to be still sitting at second. Just goes to show that we can persevere, and that as a club we've got the nous to continue on and stick with it. So we're still in the running.
Fantastic, thank you, Nikki. And now we've got Denise from the Bunbury Surf Club. Denise, Bunbury Surf Club, great to have them nominated this year.
Yeah, it's lovely. This group of young people are 13, 14 and 15 years of age. And I know it'd be very remiss of me and they'll be cross with me if I don't say congratulations to South Bunbury for a magnificent season last year. Pickleball, the emerging sport, congratulations, great stuff. And to all the teams that were nominated, it's a great opportunity, and thank you so much for the Bunbury Geographe towns and cities and shires for allowing this to happen, because being young people, this certainly shows that they are valued and they are really respected in the community, which is what it's all about, to make sure we value our young people.
And can you tell us what happens with the Bunbury Surf Lifesaving Youth Sports Team for those who may not have heard about what the team gets up to?
They actually compete, it's called Surf Sports, which is a competition part of our club. They have to actually patrol to actually compete. So they have to do 16 hours of active patrolling at Kambana Bay or at the back beach. And the average number of hours these young people did was 40. So that shows their passion and commitment. They train up to 8 to 10 times a week in Ironman, board and swim. And then they compete in Perth against the other metro clubs, of which there is 31. And they hold their heads so high. They are amazing, wearing that black and white cap representing the city of Bunbury, our club and our region and community. And then they go nationally as well. So they do a tremendous effort. As I said before, great ambassadors for our region.
Fantastic. Thank you very much and good luck tonight. And another pickleball member from pickleball? Yes. What was your name? Tandra. Great to have you, Ab. Pickleball, we've got the biggest table here, so give us a cheer, pickleball. Biggest two tables, actually. Tell us about how you got into pickleball.
I joined from a family member and, yeah, never looked back. Great team to be around.
And tell me around the rules and the scoring a little bit, because Craney wants to know for our show next Friday. So I told him I'd find out. So this is a good chance to find out. How does it work on that side of things?
It is a little bit confusing to start with, but we're all more than happy to help out and get people started with the scoring.
Fantastic. I love that. Good luck tonight. Let's announce our winner for Team of the Year. Thanks to the Shire of Dardanup. And the winner is the South Bunbury Football Club.
Just a quick thank you to the City of Bunbury and also all the other clubs that are part of the event here this evening. It's a fantastic result for us, a season that doesn't come by on a regular means by any means. So to go through a season undefeated is pretty cool. And I think just in terms of what else is happening in the region. It's super exciting as far as sports goes in the region at the moment. There's probably not a better place to be if you have a look around in terms of what the City of Bunbury is doing and where things are going. It's pretty exciting and we're really proud to be part of it.
Thank you, Nikki, and well done to South Bunbury. And I've got you and Bustleton in the grand final this year, Nikki, so it should be an absolute ripper. We'll see how my prediction pans out. Time now to move on to our Para-Athlete of the Year, and Don Punch will be joining us on stage. We welcome the Honourable Don Punch up on the stage. Give him a round of applause.
Thanks, Jared. We've heard some fabulous stories about sport tonight, but I do reckon the fun table is that pickleball table, you know. They're going to have me out there tomorrow morning, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. But there are great stories of the athletes and the teams and the coaches and the officials. But when it comes to para-athletes, they are all trailblazers with different abilities, often having to deal with the issues of access and inclusion. They've made such great strides in the sporting world. Every para-athlete is a winner, and very pleased to be part of the awards tonight for our para-athletes. Thank you, Jared.
Our finalists for the Para-Athlete of the Year, thanks to Don Punch MLA, are Amy Holwill, Ben Green, and Morgan Hill. If we could welcome all three of them up. I believe they're all here tonight. Here's Ben's here tonight. We know that much so far. Ben, great to have you here, and thanks for joining us tonight, mate. It's been a massive year for you, and I just want to talk around the recent the football. The wheelchair football has been absolutely massive. Well, great to get the South West Footy League involved with that.
Yeah, it was. We weren't really sure what to expect when we came up with the idea at the start of the year, and luckily we had four of probably the biggest clubs of the South West Footy League jump on board. And then we ran our competition, and it was just a massive success, just to see the amount of people that we had, not just play, but come and spectate every week. And then we had our grand final just the other week, and it's just great for our first season.
And wheelchair sports are growing, and it's getting a big following as well. The basketball has been quite big in the southwest, I've noticed as well. And it's for people of all abilities to come and try as well. You supply a lot of the equipment and will help out people who want to learn the rules.
That's it. It's not just for people who have a disability. It's for anybody, able-bodied, friends, family, no matter your age, no matter your gender. Once you get in a chair, it's almost a level playing field for everyone. So we encourage everyone to come along.
And it was great to see you before the AFL down doing the demonstration down there. Good to get so many people involved. And even the West Coast Eagles mascots had a bit of a go. It's a great fun sport to be involved with for anyone who wants to get involved.
That's it. I think a lot of people, when you say wheelchair football, they look at you strange, but as soon as they see the game, as soon as they play the game, they realise that, yeah, how much fun it is.
Fantastic. Great to have you here, Ben. And we'll move over this side to Morgan. How are you, Morgan?
Good.
Great to have you on board, mate. Tell us a little bit about your background in sport, mate.
Well, when I was 5, started athletics. I've been doing that ever since. Still doing it. Swimming. I was doing normal swimming lessons, and then the swimming lesson coach told me I'm too good, so joined Bunbury. When I was 12, I got bored of it, quit. Came back when I was 14. My parents forced me because I had to get fitness to go to Singapore for athletics. And then kept doing swimming at Australind. Now, next month, I'm going to Bangkok for swimming.
That's incredible, mate. And obviously, yeah, give me a round of applause. And obviously, you mentioned your parents a couple of times there, in good and in bad, but they've been a huge supporters of you.
Yep. Through the ups and downs, my injuries, a lot of them, for no reason. I'm still recovering from a spinal injury. But even my coaches, they always adjust to what I have to do, what I have to recover. Even the stuff that I don't like, they make me do it. But yeah, like my swimming coach Tana, I'd like to thank her for dealing with me. And my parents, of course, and all the other swimmers and athletics people that I socialise with and have fun with them, and they push me and I push them to get better, and that's about it.
Fantastic. I love your very honest words there. Great to have a chat to you. Let's announce our winner for the Para Athlete of the Year. And the winner is Morgan Hill. Congratulations.
Well, I'd like to again thank my coach Tana for all she's done for me. Also, my coach for athletics since I was 5, Paul. Don't remember his last name. And I'd thank my parents and also my swimming friends, Kyle, Kiro, and Jay, which is meant to be here, but he is doing cricket. And yeah, everything has been fun. Thank you for inviting me. And yeah, thank you.
Well done, Morgan. And thank you, Don. Meals look absolutely fantastic. I'm a little bit jealous, to be honest. Thanks again to Morgan and Don. Let's move on to our next award. It's our Coach of the Year. Thanks to Last Slice Sports Bar, and representing Last Slice Sports Bar on behalf of Jeremy Doble is Mel Demiani. Where are you, Mel? Come up on stage and have a couple of words on Jeremy's behalf.
We're very proud tonight to be presenting the Coaches Award on behalf of Last Slice. Clearly, I'm not Jeremy Doble. I'll hand it back to you.
Nice and easy. I like that. Let's get through our finalists for tonight. Our first finalist is Chris Lloyd. Put your hands together for Chris. And our second finalist is Tana Cam. Put your hands together for Tana. Unfortunately, Tana can't be here. I believe she's watching via the YouTube from an airport, I've been told. So get a Tana out there. We'll have a quick chat to Chris. Chris, I believe Tana's husband's here if he wants to come actually and have a quick word. Thank you, Dee. Where are you? You nearly got away with it. Chris, coaching can be easy, can be hard. If you coach me, it's not easy, but you do a fantastic job. Tell us what got you into coaching and why you love it.
I only started rowing myself 11 years ago and fell in love with the sport. We had a coach that left the club and the opportunity was there for somebody to step up and look after, especially the kids. And it's just so rewarding to be able to see them come along and compete, build up that teamwork, that resilience.
And rowing, it's an interesting discipline when you first get in. You said you've only been doing it for 11 years. Two-part question. What got you into it 11 years ago? And then what got you into the coaching side of things of it?
I was shamed into rowing. I went away with the club to Italy for the World Masters Games. And when we returned, a few of us husbands were asked to at least give it a go. And I just didn't. As I said, fell in love with it.
And obviously the technical side of rowing can be quite hard. And what got when you moved from actually giving it a go and got shamed into it? Why did you go? Oh, I'm actually going to coach this. What was the when did that come? Was that within 5 years, or you started straight away?
No. I only started coaching probably 3-4 years ago, and it was when you love a sport and you want other people to participate and to love it as you do, and especially to get the kids actually doing something. Yeah, then it was just a nice step up to do.
Fantastic. I love that. Thank you very much for that. And Tana's husband's here. I don't know your name, so I'll have to grab that one off you. What was your name?
Danny.
Danny, great to have you here. Unfortunately, am I got it right, Tana, on about to get on a flight?
Yes, she's about to get on a flight. She's been to a workshop in Canberra at the IIS for women in sports. She's doing a course for Air Australia, basically, with that.
And you must be super proud of what she's doing on the coaching side, and obviously to be flown over east to do all the presenting as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's very good and great to watch her grow in the sport. You know, she's a mum with 5 kids, so she has a busy time at home, plus doing 10 sessions a week at the swimming club is amazing to watch how she can achieve what she gets.
Give her a wave down the camera down up there. It's in the dark at the back there. Let's announce our winner for the Coach of the Year, and our winner is Tana Kem. Put your hands together for her. He's all talked out. Well done to Tana, and safe flight home if you're listening in from the airport tonight. Now time to get on to one of the very important parts of sport, and that is our volunteers. We all know our volunteers do a fantastic job, and to present the award from the Shire of Capel is Sebastian Sciano. Come up on stage, Sebastian, and give us a couple of words, and thanks to the Shire of Capel for the support.
Yes, thank you, Jared, and it's such a privilege to be here. Oh, there goes the phone, so we're doing it without notes. That's all right. I only had about 20 minutes' notice, but it is such a privilege to be here, and Doug Kitchen, the Shire President, gives his apologies. But of course, we are so proud to be a part of the Bunbury Geographe Sport Awards, because we know that sport does not care about local government boundaries, because when we're all on the same team, we win. And I'll have to admit, I've got a far more experience volunteering than I do probably on the field. But I do know for one thing, and that is that what our volunteers do in sport, in our clubs, in our teams, and in our community is vital. And we know that every win on the field or on the track, for those motorsport fans in the room, that is also a form of sport, we know that they experience that as well. So let's recognise some of these volunteers and their outstanding service in sport. Jared.
Thank you, Sebastian. Hopefully you don't need a new phone after that. Let's look at our finalists for the Volunteer Service to Sport Award. Thanks to the Shire of Capel. Our first finalist is Debbie Fenn. Put your hands together for Debbie. And again, if you're here, you can make your way up onto the stage. Marina Leatherbarrow, Martin McAvoy, and Nathan Pappers. I don't know how you're going to play pickleball tomorrow. Just slow down up the back there. We'll grab Nathan first because he's just next to me on the stage. Nathan, pickleball, obviously a growing sport. What got you into start off with?
Thank you. Well, actually, I was playing badminton, and it was running at the badminton centre. And Jan Morgan, our one and only life member down there, was playing on a Wednesday, and I came down as the vice chairperson of badminton at the time and said, how can we support you guys and how are you going? And I was dressed a bit like this, maybe a bit less than this, but and I said, oh, no, Jan, I can't play today. I'm just dropped in on my work break. And I said, I promise I'll come back next week. And I thought, oh, shit, I've got to go back and play pickleball. And so I went back next week, and I've never looked back. So
I love it, mate. Are you playing tomorrow?
Absolutely. First Open Division with Michael Longford, he's not here, and Bree, who's recording there at the back. First time playing Open, very excited for it. Obviously, it's our biggest tournament that we've ever hosted, so shout out to Tandra, our club captain there, who, thank you, who has done all of the work behind the scenes in getting our first sanctioned event to the southwest. This is the first large competition, state-run competition outside of Perth. So yeah, we're really excited. If anyone's interested or wants to come down to the Eaton Rec Centre. Thank you, Michael, and your team for hosting us. It should be a good weekend.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you. Marina, let's have a chat to you. Volunteer, yeah, don't fall off the back of the stage. It's live. We don't want to have that. Volunteering, big part of what makes sport, whether it be volunteering to umpire in the background. Everything is massive, and we need more volunteers. But you've done a fantastic job.
Yes, thank you. I've been volunteering since I was 12 for Bunbury United Soccer Club. Mum and Dad, obviously born into the club, and they've volunteered there their whole lives. My 94-year-old Nonna, who's sitting at the table with me tonight, she cooks chips all weekend for our big carnival, so still volunteering. So, and my kids who are also at the table, coach at the club, so the whole family's involved. We're a big family club. A lot of people in this room are part of Bunbury United, have been in the past. We've got Josh, Tuckies over there, Nicola, Amber, Morgan, who was up here a minute ago. I coached him when he was younger. So it's a great club to be a part of. I love volunteering there. And yeah, we do need lots of volunteers. And I'm certainly not the only one at the club. There's a big team of us, but I love being around them. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight. And Martin, how are you, Martin? Great to have you on board. Volunteering, as we mentioned, is a big part of what keeps our sports going, and it's great to be recognised for it as well.
Yes. Yeah, volunteering is a huge part of sport. Without the volunteers, there's probably nothing for anyone else to do. So, yeah, I came on board with hockey only about 4 years ago. I look after all the facilities down there. So, obviously, the tornado last year, most people probably don't know, but their stuff was quite a bit of damage, so put quite a hole in competition for a while. So it's been hard work, but we've got it back up and running again. So it's yeah, good.
And just want to ask, obviously some massive events recently had the long weekend and the big hockey weekend out there. How many volunteer hours do you reckon to go into something like that from yourself and all the rest of the committee?
The junior carnival is the biggest junior carnival in the Southern Hemisphere. So we had 145 teams from all around the state come down. The amount of work that goes into that is crazy, right? And for the whole weekend, so it's
fantastic, great. Put your hands together for our volunteers. And our winner of the Volunteer Service to Sport, thanks to the Shire of Capel, is Marina Leatherbarrow. Put your hands together for Marina.
Thank you. Just basically thank you to everybody here that's involved with the evening, to all sports, to all volunteers. Obviously, a lot of people in this room volunteer their time, and you know, sports don't run without us. I'm very honoured to be a part of our club. We do a lot for juniors. We've got over 400 juniors, 35 teams at Bunbury United, and you know, I have a lot of joy being a volunteer and watching them play every weekend, organising teams. That's just my jam. I enjoy it, and so thank you for the nomination, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Marina, for that, and thank you to the Shire of Capel as well for being here tonight and presenting the Volunteer Service to Sports. And now it's time for our door prizes. Sam's got the door prizes ready to go. You would have got yourselves a ticket on the way in, so get those tickets out. Oh, some good numbers here. Have you got your tickets ready? I'd just like to thank the Southwest Sports Centre. They've given us one multi-visit pool pass, and just a shout out to, you may have seen this afternoon, the 25-metre pool is back open as well. I believe the water testing's been run to Perth really quickly so that they can get that back open tomorrow, the new tiles and continued maintenance there. It finished a month early, which is fantastic. It's not often you hear it finishes a month early, so that is great to hear, and you can get along and enjoy that facility one more time. And of course, a huge thank you to the team at Sports Power as well. They've done a fantastic job. They jump on board, you'll see all the lovely envelopes for our winners, and now our door prize. Let's get the tickets ready. Drum roll. Come on, Ben. I knew you'd be a good drum roller. 36 picked up the Southwest Sports Centre multi-visit pool pass. Where is ticket 36? Ticket 36. So that is going to be passed on to one of the fantastic SWAS athletes out there, which is fantastic. So it's a win all round for everyone. And now our Sports Power voucher is ticket number 72. 72. Oh, there's a few oohs. I love this part. Where are we? All the way up the back there in the corner. Come on down, picking up the Sports Power voucher. Huge thank you to the Southwest Sports Centre for donating that prize, and of course Sports Power as well. The vouchers here tonight. Here comes 72. While she makes her way up, we're going to have a bit of intermission so you can go enjoy a drink, finish your dinner, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes. There will be a 10-minute countdown, so if you can be back in your seats when that countdown finishes, we'll get the night back underway. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy a break. Welcome back. I trust you enjoyed the intermission and the trip to the toilet, and also the trip to the bar as well. If you could just take your seats, we'll get going very shortly. Two of our awards to go tonight, and the first of that award is the SEN Junior Sports Star of the Year. And I'd like to welcome the better part of the duo that you hear on a Friday afternoon and everywhere else across the week is Alan Crane. Give Alan a round of applause.
Why, hello, Jared.
G'day, mate. How you going? Now, mate, this is our chance to spruik SEN, mate. I know you've been practising your speech. Have you got anything lined up?
You only come and see me about 2 minutes ago, but no. And I can tell you, mate, I know you love your food. That was pretty good down there too.
I'm too nervous, Teed. I don't. I'll make sure you save me some.
No, I didn't.
Mate, let's talk quickly a little bit about SEN before we announce our finalists, mate. We've obviously SEN as a company in Bunbury is still relatively new, heavy into the sports side of things. We cover a lot of local stuff as well, mate, but a big part of our charter has been the South West Football League across the past 4 years. How have you seen that grow?
Oh, it's huge. It's not only the South West Football League. The reason we do it is to promote all sports. And it's been great. We've had the surf lifesavers on the show. We've had the pickleball on the show. We've had the croquet on the show. Anything that gets people out and about. We are enjoying the South West Footy League. Well, that is a major part of it, and that's growing huge, Jared. Keeps us busy.
Certainly does. Looking forward to the final series of all sports as well. And if everyone out there that is involved in sports, if you want to get in contact with Craney and I, jump on the SEN socials. We're more than happy to promote your sport at any time. And
it'll be a very in-depth interview. Don't worry about that.
Lots of preparation. Lots of preparation we do.
What are you saying, Joe?
That's the secret to success, they tell me, Craney. That's why we're not successful just yet.
Oh, mate, we're successful.
Rightio, let's announce...
What did Don say? Laurel and Hardy. Not too bad.
Well, when they saw Craney and I were coming up to present...
I've got ears, Don, don't worry. I can't hear.
They were worried about Craney. That's why I said I had to keep it to 3 minutes. I reckon we've got 2.5, so we've done pretty well. That's about 50 minutes less than our interview this afternoon. So let's get our finalists for the Junior Sports Star of the Year, and let's get our first one in Connor Wright. And any family members can make their way up as well. Cooper Badesi. Jay Pfeiffer. Mitchell Tuckey. And Shana McElhaney as well.
Do you want me to kick it off? I'll go to the boxer first. Can I just squeeze in there? Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, very nice to meet you too. Tell us a little bit about your journey into the boxing world.
Well, I've been boxing for 4 years. I took it up after my brothers went in it. My dad was a boxer as well, the ginger one in the seat over there.
So watch out, any boyfriends?
Oh, no boyfriends. Not.
See, Dad.
But yeah, I've been competing for 3 years. I've won the nationals at the 57 kilo division. I've gone internationally, and I'm going internationally next weekend as well.
Wow, that is huge. So where international?
I go to the AIS in Canberra next week for 5 days for a 5-day training camp with the rest of the Australian team, and then I go to Frankfurt for the Brandenburg Cup in Germany.
All the very, very best on your journeys.
I might go up this way first to Nicola. We'll leave you to last. Oh, sorry, I'll come this side. Nicola, now, obviously, here representing your son, who's actually swimming at the moment. Tell us a little bit about that.
So my son's Mitchell Tucky. He is currently in Wales swimming at the Commonwealth Life-Saving Championships. He's representing Australia in the development team, so we've just been streaming it on our phones to try and watch him. So they've got heats started today and then finals tonight.
Tell us a little bit about what he's been up to in recent years. As a parent, I know you've been driving a lot of kilometres, but where has he been and what has he been up to?
So he's been with the Bunbury Surf Lifesaving Club since he was a little nipper, since he was 6, and he's just loves the sport. So it's taken him to Perth, and then only about 2 years ago he branched, still with his surf lifesaving, but into pool rescue, and he's been lucky to do that between surf lifesaving and Royals, and he goes, he's made a couple of national teams, and twice a year he usually gets to go somewhere else to compete over East, and then this opportunity came up for and he got selected as part of the Australian team. So he absolutely loves it. He trains non-stop, and he's got amazing coaches. So he's very lucky.
Fantastic, and amazing parents as well. I was just talking to you at the table. It must be hard to let him go off overseas at such a young age. As a parent, how does that sit with you?
There was a few tears at the airport, much to his shame. But it's really hard to watch them go. But you just want the whole world for them. So it makes all the trips to Perth and trips to competitions and flights and missed holidays with the family to take him to events, and it just makes it all worth it. They're so lucky to have these opportunities, and it's amazing. We're just so lucky to have the support of our hometown, and it's just been great.
And what are Mitchell's future aspirations? I'm sure you've sat down and probably had this conversation with him at the young age. What are his thoughts in his future?
Finishing year 12, so is the toughest, I think, at the moment. Get through year 12. There's some more competitions coming up. We're off to, he's competing in Adelaide at Nationals in August, hoping to make another Australian team as they're going forward, and there's more nationals coming up, and next year they're lucky to have the nationals, Royal Lifesaving Nationals in Perth. So he's looking forward to a lot of the other states coming to WA and showing them what we're made of.
Fantastic. And time spent in cars, kilometres done, it's obviously financially, as they grow into this sport, you don't have to dig into the bank statement or anything like that, but it's a massive, massive investment for parents to support their juniors.
Yeah, it's huge. Fuel is insane, and even, he's driving now, but you can't just send him to drive to training and on his own all the time. So we do a lot of Ks in the car. I'm sure he's sick to death of my playlists, and but it's a lot of money. But we've been lucky. We've got some local support, and you soon learn who to apply to get some scholarships. So Australian Institute of Sport and local government grants, and we've been very fortunate to be the benefit of some of those local sporting grants, which has been fantastic.
Fantastic and well done. I think Nicola deserves a big round of applause for getting up on Mitchell's behalf. And as we know, the parents of anyone that's played sport out there, they do a fantastic job and support the kids very, very well.
Thank you, Jared. Well, this young fella next to me, he's a regular of the show. You come on there, 2 years ago, Connor?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Now, you were doing big things up until then. What have you been up to?
A fair bit since then. Continued racing my mountain bike as usual, but got into road cycling about a year ago, and been doing both of them internationally ever since. Just came back from Europe a few weeks ago. Had a pretty successful trip over there, winning 2 Junior World Series races in either discipline. Been selected for world champs. So yeah, I'll be going to represent Australia for that in September, I think. Yeah.
Wow, I tell you what. And how long can you keep up the two disciplines, or do you need to split and concentrate on one?
At the moment, it's been pretty good doing two. I think a lot of teams like that aspect of it, but yeah, it certainly starts to lean towards the road cycling way the further you go. But yeah, there's a few professionals out there still doing both at the highest level, so hopefully forever.
It is huge over in Europe, isn't it, the cycling?
Yeah, it's crazy how much bigger it is in Europe than Australia, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Where's the big picture? Where's the pinnacle?
Tour de France, and yeah, world champs for mountain biking is also a massive goal of mine. So yeah.
Do you know Jared's got a yellow jacket?
Does he actually?
No. But I seen him ride his penny father in here, so he's doing all right. So what do you love about it, mate? What got you into it?
Oh, it's always just been me and my brother riding at such a young age, and yeah, the competitiveness of always wanting to beat him always made me try to push to be harder. And yeah, it's always just kept me on my toes and always loved improving in it. And yeah, there's a pretty good future ahead in the sport. So yeah, pushing to hopefully be a professional cyclist one day. And yeah, that's just always drove me to be better every day.
And what about the support from your local town?
Yeah, it's pretty unreal how much support we get through such a small town. Yeah, it definitely goes a long way. It's not a cheap sport. We're lucky enough to have Frank Kenny out the back. He supports me a fair bit. And yeah, of course, Mum and Dad always from 4 years old doing this sport. So yeah, it's a massive commitment for them, and yeah, appreciated.
Good stuff. Back to you, Laurel. Is it Laurel or Hardy? Which way are we going, Don? Whichever way.
And of course, Cooper couldn't be here tonight, so I'll just give a quick mention of Cooper's nomination. He earned National Under-16 on the back of the strong performances for WA, while also representing Buoyant Up Hobby Club senior side in their premiership winning year. So thank you to Cooper, and well done to him being a finalist. And Jay also couldn't be here. A talented dual sports athlete, won one gold and missed another by 0.02 of a second at the National Swimming Championships, and also represented the WA Cricket Under-15 state side. So a huge round of applause for all our juniors. They're the future of our sport, and great to have them up here, and the rest of the nominalists as well. But it's now time to announce our winner for the Junior Sports Star. Thanks to the team at SEN, and the winner is Connor Wright.
I get the big trophy.
Connor gets that one, mate. How cool is this this brand new trophy? It is very heavy.
How's that? Oh, you want it? There you go, mate. Thank you. Well done.
Oh yeah, it's an honour to get this award for the second time. But yeah, it's good to be back. Congrats to all the other athletes and coaches and volunteers that have put in the hard work for their sport. Yeah, it's always greatly appreciated. And yeah, all the people in my corner, thank you so much. You're the guys that got me here. Couldn't have done it without you. So yeah, thank you guys, and SE Spirit for sponsoring this award. It's yeah, an honour.
Well done, Connor, and fantastic job. And that gets his name on the new trophy and the old trophy as well. So congratulations. Don't forget where you are outside of, if you're heading home today, all the history out there on the table if you haven't had the chance to have a look. And thank you to Craney from SEN. Catch you Friday from 1 o'clock, mate. I'd like now to welcome up and to talk a little bit around our upcoming Sports Star of the Year award. Let's welcome up Amber Lilly and Griffin Mitchell.
Hello everyone, it is so exciting to be here tonight for our another Sports Star of the Year Awards. I'm the editor of the Southwestern Times, Amber Lilly, and we are for the 65th time presenting the AJ Tood Buswell Sports Star of the Year, and we have Griffin Mitchell. Yes, round of applause. We have Griffin Mitchell here on behalf of the family to have a chat about how important this award is. Let me get you a microphone, Griffin. Come on this side. So, Griffin, how important is this award to the family?
Well, I sort of got thrown in this just for the start of the night, but yeah, thanks everyone for coming out and supporting the Sports Star of the Year. The award means a lot to myself and our family in honour of the great-great-grandfather Tood Buswell. And as we carry this tradition on 65 years, I believe this award's been going for. So, the longest standing award, as I just said, and I'm joined here tonight with Pauline Maslin and obviously Bevan Buswell to present this award of Tood Buswell. Tood was a horse trainer, very well known horse trainer, also taking out the Bunbury Cup, involved in the Pacing Cup and heavily involved in the South Bunbury Footy Club, which took out award tonight. Congratulations. Which Bevan Buswell himself is pretty highly part of that club these days. What else we got? As I mentioned, Tood's involvement with the sporting club, I'd just like to acknowledge the recent passing of sorry, my bad here. The recent passing of Peter, Ray, and I may have missed one, I'm sorry, but another Buswell, which has been quite sad for the Buswell family at the South Bunbury Footy Club. It is a great privilege I stand up here and carry this award, and I'd like to thank the City of Bunbury and, of course, the Southwestern Times for being a sponsor of this award, and yeah, it is a great privilege, so good luck to all the finalists. Thank you.
All right, we have another very special guest coming up tonight. You'll see Griffin again when we get to our finalists and our winner. But to give you a bit of an insight into what it takes to go from a sporting oval in Bunbury onto some of the biggest stages in the world, we have Perth Glory star, Australian Socceroo player, Josh Risdon. Come up and join us. All right, welcome, Josh.
Thank you.
So, Josh, you started your soccer journey at the Bunbury United Soccer Club. We've heard today how brilliant of a family atmosphere that is. How did you get from our hallowed grounds down at Hay Park to playing for Australia?
So I obviously grew up in Bunbury. Started playing soccer at Bunbury United, where Marina was actually my first coach. Like you said, it's a very family-orientated club. I remember growing up there, played with my brothers there, a lot of my school friends as well. Every Friday night after the league team would train, we would have some pasta nights and they were called family nights. So everyone would get together and have a meal. And like Marina said, all the volunteers would be in the kitchen and whipping up a feed for everyone. So I feel like that's probably where the love of the sport came for me. Just enjoying playing soccer with my friends, with my brothers, every weekend, and I just, love the sport. So obviously grew up playing there. I got to about when I was 12 years old that I really wanted to, decided to make a career out of it, and I was obsessed with soccer. So I started travelling to Perth, just like we heard before, the kilometres that Mum and Dad used to drive me before the freeway was built, so we had to duck through Mandurah. And of course, we chose the furthest club north, which was ECU Joondalup. So for about 2 years, Mum and Dad would drive me to Perth, which was, a lot to ask for them. But, forever grateful for what they did for me. And it got to a point where I got invited to join the NTC, which was a development squad at Football West, and that required pretty much training every day. So made the decision to move to Perth when I was 14, so, left the family, which was at the time for me, a decision that, I just didn't really think twice about. I was obviously had one thing on my mind, and that was to be a professional player. So probably a bit harder on mum and dad letting me go. So grateful for them to let me go. But it was obviously, I think the travel was taking a big toll. Like I said before, financially, and obviously I think a bit guilty, taking that time away from my other siblings and stuff like that. So I made the decision, and was playing for the NTC there, which kind of flowed into the Glory Youth team. So was part of the Glory Youth team set up for 2 years when I was 16 and 17, and then one pre-season I got invited to train with the first team at Perth Glory, and managed to do well and got a contract. So played for Glory for my first stint for 7 years, and in that time I managed to get a Socceroos call-up. So that was pretty special. And that's, basically how I got from Bunbury to the national team,
And I actually grew up playing for Bunbury United as well. And when Josh played for his Socceroos, we all crammed into the club room at like 3 o'clock in the morning or something to watch our star Josh on TV, which was pretty cool. And I know Marina was super excited to see that. And we do have your parents here tonight. Josh, is this how you're thanking them for all the years of hard work, bringing them tonight?
I don't think there'll be enough that I could do to probably thank the effort and the kilometres that they drove me and the support they've given me. It's nice to share this night with them. I love coming back down to Bunbury and seeing the family. I think what's great if they've been able to share the journey with me along the way, and every achievement that I get means as much to them, and I'll be forever grateful for the help and the support that they've given me, but not only my parents, my siblings and friends and the community in Bunbury. Marina talked about the club. There's so many people who message me from the club, on Instagram or Facebook, whatever it is, just showing their support. And I definitely feel that when I come back home. So I'm proud to be from this region, and the support that everyone shows me throughout my career is great, and I'll be forever grateful for that as well.
And you've had some pretty big moments, and you've played a pretty crucial part in some pretty crucial moments. Has there ever been a moment on the field where you sit back and thought, far out, I've made it here?
Probably not on the field. I'm a bit more focused to the task at hand. But there's obviously definitely moments in my career that, I look back and think about the sacrifices and the hard work that I've put in. Definitely, it's definitely a reward there, and makes it all worth it. Getting my debut for Australia, representing Australia at the World Cup was probably a big one for me. I was sitting next to in the change room a guy I grew up playing with, and he's from Kelmscott up in Perth, and we actually shared a really nice moment before we went out in the first game. He turned to me and said, "Not bad for two boys from Kelmscott and Bunbury playing in the World Cup." So that was a nice moment I shared with him. But I think there's obviously moments along the journey that you stop to take it all in and just appreciate where you are and how far you've come. And like I said, there's a few moments along the way.
And you mentioned your first stint at Glory. You did go away for a little while and leave us, but you're back again. What shaped the decision to come back home to WA?
So I was at Glory for 7 years. Tried to, I wanted to try maybe push myself overseas, but that kind of wasn't eventuating. So I decided to make the move over east and joined Western Sydney, club over there where I spent 2 years. And then I moved again to a club in Melbourne, Western United, which I had some great memories there. We won the grand final over there, which was a pretty special memory. So I love my time there. So it was hard to leave there, but in that time over there, I've started a family with my wife. We got 2 boys. So in the back of my mind, I always wanted to come back and play for Perth and finish my career at home. And with obviously having our 2 boys, it's nicer to be close to family. So so it was always a decision of mine maybe to in the future come back and finish here. So I'm glad I have now, and we got a season coming up later this year, and looking forward to that.
And what would you say to the young sports stars here that are wanting to make that move into being a professional athlete? What's your advice to them?
Just go out and chase your dreams. I feel like if you're passionate about something and you want to achieve something, the hard work and the dedication and the sacrifices, if you stick to it, it definitely does pay off, and it's really rewarding. but also I think just enjoy the journey. I look back now and I'm probably coming to the end of my career, and I look back on my journey and it's probably not the awards or those sort of things that stick out. It's where I've come from. It's the people who I've met along the way. It's the journey I've been able to share with my family and friends. And I just look back now and it's shaped who the person I am now. And I wouldn't change it for the world. There's definitely going to be ups and downs. But embrace the downs because they're bound to happen, whether it's injury or non-selection and stuff like that. So I guess just enjoy the journey and embrace all that comes your way.
Green one day?
I would love to. I would love to. I think, I finished playing for Bunbury United when I was, I would have been 12. It was probably the last time I played for Bunbury United. So my brother's still playing. My younger brother kind of goes in and out, switch between footy and having a season off. But I think I would love to one day, come back and play for Bunbury United and just really enjoy and get back to my roots and enjoying the club. Definitely for sure, I think I will.
You have to wrestle your number back from your brothers that are actually playing in it at the moment, number 19. So there'll be a fight on the hands at home there for sure.
Yeah, which I probably won't win, so.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Josh.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right, we'll now get into our Southwestern Times AJ Tood Buswell Sports Star of the Year Award. It's a very long name. Maybe we'll look into how we shorten that one in the future so I don't stumble up here every year. So we have 6 finalists this year. Are they going to come up behind me? Amazing. The first one we have in no particular order is Lucy Foray. She has had a massive year, riding 108 winners in 2024. She started riding at her family farm in Mayoral and is since taking on the horse racing world. Our next up, we have Nina Kennedy. She almost doesn't need a spiel. We were up here talking about her last year when she won the Southwestern Times Sports Star of the Year award. She's an Olympic champion. She famously shared her medal in a few years ago, and at the Olympics last year, she said, "No, this is all mine." It wasn't a decision she ended up having to make because absolutely no one could match the Australian pole vault record holder. Next up, we have Jack Robinson. He's our surfing hero from Margs, and he's taken on the world stage at the Olympics. From there, he brought us home a silver medal in 2024, and that came after winning the Margaret River Pro, where he beat a 2-time world champion to get it done. Ella Roberts is another Margaret River Busselton local. She was a club champion for the West Coast Eagles in 2024. She's made the All-Australian team and has twice been named in the 20 under 22 squad. We've had a lot of swimmers up here tonight, and I'm sure many of those will be inspiring to be just like our Bunbury bullet, Alex Safi. He claimed bronze in the 2024 Olympics, and he is off swimming somewhere far off at the moment. We then have Sam Whiteman. Now, there's no one else other than maybe our formidable mare, Jason, that you'd want to be at the crease with. He is a key figure in WA cricket's golden age, and Sam has smashed a few tons in the Sheffield Shield in the 23-24 season, and in that season he was recognised as the best player. So those are our 6 finalists. Before we get into announcing our winner, we'll welcome Griffin back up on the stage. Oh, he's behind me. He's hiding from me. All right, this is your trophy here, and you can announce our winner if you like. It is this one.
The winner of the AJ Tood Buswell Award goes to Jake Robinson. Cheers. Or Jack Robinson, sorry.
Now, Jack couldn't be with us here tonight. He's actually in South Africa at another surfing championship. So we do have a little video message from him, which we will cue up right about now.
Hey everyone, it's Jack here. Just wanted to say a huge thank you for my award and wish we could be there tonight, but we're in South Africa right now. We have the next event coming up and just really wanted to say thank you. I'm so proud to be from Margaret River and represent West Oz and really looking forward to getting back home when I can soon. So thank you guys so much.
So on behalf of the Southwestern Times, we're super excited to be able to present this award every year. As I say, it's the 65th time that we have done this. To see a room full of people tonight is pretty awesome. Our team are out on the sporting fields every weekend taking photos, writing reports on all of these amazing athletes. So to have a night where we can actually come together and celebrate them and share them with the rest of the community beyond just our pages is a really big privilege. I'm so excited to be here. So thank you all very much for coming, and I'm going to hand you back to Jared.
Thank you, Amber, Josh and Griffin. Well, that does wrap up our awards, but before we finish off the night, I'd like to welcome Jason, the Mayor of Bunbury, back up on stage to say a few words to finish things up, and make sure you enjoy the dessert too. It looks absolutely fabulous. Jason, give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Jared. I think Jared probably deserves a little bit of meal now, and a huge round of applause for Jared for the night's evening. I saw the run sheet and the award ceremony was meant to go to 10 o'clock, which I did think was a little bit optimistic, and I'm glad. But the whole part of tonight is obviously about mingling. We've heard the connections we already have within our different clubs and different groups, and this is a community. Whether you're from pickleball, then one of our newest sports, or there we go, or obviously our traditional sports, we all are a community, a sporting community. I think picking up out of tonight and hearing from two of our young stars, with Shanae and from Connor, how not only are there incredible achievements, but to listen to them as young people speak so amazingly and so humble. A huge round of applause for those young people that we've had listen to tonight. And for me, who've been involved in sports, and those young people obviously going on and representing us, we probably don't realise just quite how lucky we are in this southwest region of how many incredible sports stars we do have. Those who go on to great things, but more importantly, obviously, those who develop those very important skills, which is why I've been obviously so drawn to sport for so long, because, as I said, we've seen the top athletes, but what it does for people to create part of those teams, to teach things for these young people to do that, to go on and represent your country like Josh. I realised you didn't recognise the time we played together. I think about 12. That's probably when I quit too. I thought if Bunbury's if you're not going to make it, if I'm not going to make it, I'm done too. So you went on to play for Australia. I played about 20 games of Resies for Donnybrook. So we went our separate paths, but that's okay. But yeah, to that important thing with junior sports to go on and be able to do that, but then obviously be part of that community. And obviously that's one side of it, the athletes, but as we've heard tonight, that social aspect, that community feeling that you're part of, and you're part of something. And obviously we all know how important that is to get out, maintain some fitness, do something socially, but creating those bonds, creating those family units that we have from sports is what it's all about. And that's why it's so proud to be part of this event this evening. So enjoy your desserts. Part of the night, as I said, is mingling. We're going to be well and truly open next door to enjoy that. If you'd like some refreshments, please do so. Please enjoy the rest of the night. If you'd like to support one of our sponsors, I'm sure the Last crew will welcome you over across the road afterwards once we finish up here. But please enjoy the rest of the evening and have a great weekend. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jason. As Jason mentioned, that does wrap things up tonight. Please hang around and mingle for a little bit. The team at Breck are happy to have us for the next hour and a bit, so you can do that. A huge thank you to all the sponsors. I won't list them off. You've seen them rotating on the screen all night. Fantastic. And for everyone out there, start getting your awards ready for next year as well, because we want to see this bigger and better and welcome you all back for 2026 awards. Enjoy the rest of your night and have a great rest of your seasons and rest of your years. And if you want your boxes for the awards you won, please come up and see Sam and Dee here. They will give you the boxes. Enjoy the rest of your nights.